All my fellas. All my fellas.
What's going on, folks? King of the Dead and Leo the Madman back again. Another installment of Fool's Gold. I'm actually rather enjoying this series, so let's just keep it going. Today we got Jimmy-Two-Shoes, and I have a fun fact. Well, I have many, but you know my first fun fact about this show, Leo?
What is it, Deadman?
Is that you're going to tell the people what the story is.
Okay. Well,
Go on.
basically, Jimmy
Just
was
kidding.
on a trip.
Okay, so Jimmy-Two-Shoes is a Canadian animated children's television series produced by several Canadian companies that I, for the life of me, could not remember. I thought I remember. I actually didn't write it on my notes, thinking I can remember all those. I couldn't name you one right now. So they're on the screen. I put them right there. Aren't you glad? And it aired on disneyxd, which means it just missed that jetix good era, and was around from 2009, 2011. And what's funny about this is that the reruns were playing till like up until 2017. Like people were still getting checks from this up until 2017. I find that kind of funny.
A lot of money.
All right, Leo, tell them what the premise is. Not kidding this time.
Basically, a kid goes to the wrong place, a place called Miseryville, and I'm almost certain it's hell.
Hell incarnate.
Basically, he's a really kind-hearted kid, trying to bring joy and fun to this.
You know what's funny is that before they developed his
town.
name as Jimmy-Two-Shoes, well, for one, when this first aired in Canada, his name wasn't Jimmy-Two-Shoes. They changed it to Jimmy Cool or just JTS. They literally just always called him JTS. But his original character was going to be called Goody-Two-Shoes. And the entire concept was that he was an angel. Not an angel, but like he was like an absolutely adorable little darling who like get into some mischief, which you can see in the concept art. And the crazy shit about this weird ass show is that it is beloved. Like how I told you Skunk Fu was beloved everywhere that's not in the US, Jimmy-Two-Shoes was beloved everywhere, from Canada to Europe to the States. Like it aired on Saturday mornings, that good time block. And it didn't really air, but there was a different show called Skatoony, which aired out of our country that we live in, and it used characters from Jimmy-Two-Shoes for a long time, like way after Jimmy-Two-Shoes was canceled. Like to the point where, you know, Cartoon Network games, that shit where we all used to go on, and you play like little Ben 10 games or create this or do that. If you type in Cartoon Network games Europe, you will find Jimmy-Two-Shoes on there, a Disney Channel property. Okay, I don't know if it's still up. That's just a memory I have from when I was a kid.
These are like one of those, like we all have that show in our heart that's special to us. Mine, obviously, Danny Phantom. This is one of the very few shows that's intro is just amazing, and
I find that shit annoying.
No, you don't. You love it. Don't lie to your viewers, okay? And the second season I thought was gonna be worse. It's not better, but it's equally good.
Yeah, we'll get to this. It's just that as far as the like first impressions of this show, what's funny is that it was so beloved for its time that it was actually competing up there with Johnny Test and Total Drama. Which, if you know anything about those shows, there was a point where those two ran Cartoon Network. It wasn't that long, but from like 2008, 2010, those two ran Cartoon Network. Speaking of Total Drama, like I said, again, this shit's beloved to the point where they were gonna throw Jimmy into Total Drama, and but then they switched his character around, changed up the design, and that's how we got Mike. So multiple personality Mike in Total Drama was entirely based off of Jimmy-Two-Shoes. They even have the same voice actor, and they changed Mike to Mexican or Indian or whatever he is. But if you look at his initial design, that's just Jimmy-Two-Shoes.
I see, because I was the whole time I was looking at him, I was like, he's got to be a reference to something, and I just could not, for the life of me, place what he was.
Yep. And like, the thing about this cartoon, as far as our impressions of it, I remember loving it as a kid. This kind of got obnoxious for me very quickly, and I don't want to shit on anyone else's interpretation of it. It was beloved for a reason. I feel like I'm currently 25. If you're younger than me, you will probably adore this. It's just that when you watch it as a kid, it's all like, Jimmy's so funny and cool, and he's got Beezy and Heloise and her. And I watch an adult filter, it's like, you're all fucking annoying. Everyone in this show is annoying.
You're not wrong. Not wrong at all. Either annoying or just out there for no reason.
Another weird fun fact about the show is that, you know, our little antagonist, Lucius J. Heinous, little red man, on disneyxd website, and if you're waiting to like character bios, they accidentally call Lucius the mayor of Miseryville when he's actually just the CEO of this corporation. Okay, the corporation does basically run Miseryville, but he's not the mayor. And because of this mistake, this season was barely aired in Canada because they didn't want a government official being depicted as a devil. Speaking of which, would you like to hear the original pitch idea for this show?
Of course.
So the idea was Jimmy was a sweet little angel boy sent to hell by accident. His murder-suicide, as in someone killed him and then killed themselves, was made to look like he did it. And it was done that whoever did it was so excellently crafty that even the angels and demons were convinced, nope, this 14-year-old boy did it. So he gets sent to hell when it's not supposed where it's supposed to be. So Lucifer tries to crush his optimism and purity by sending out the dreaded serial killer, Heloise, to torment him and punish him, torture him, all that good stuff. She then falls in love with him as he spreads joy and cheer throughout all of hell, and even befriends Lucifer's son, Beelzebub. Let me tell you right now, the mouse don't play that fuck shit. You shouldn't have taken it to the mouse. The mouse said, well, no, and if you come and bring me this shit again, I'm gonna give you back shots. Bring me something more kid-friendly, something I can push out to the youngins. So that's when hell changed to Miseryville, Lucifer changed to Lucius J. Heinous, Heloise, instead of being a serial killer, was switched to a, what even is Heloise's profession?
Mad scientist.
That's not on. You can't get tax write-offs for that. It just says mad scientist. And the Beelzebub changed to Beezy. So that's how we got here. And what's funny is about Heloise's design is that the only thing they changed is the height. So they made her shorter, but they still add in, they would add in how you died, as in how you got to hell. Heloise, the dreaded serial killer, had to be put down by police, so they shot her in the head, which is why there's a scar on her forehead.
Heloise is a menace, and I love it.
You're welcome, Canada.
But yeah, that's the entire premise. The literal co-creator of the show says two people were just shooting the shit, drinking, having fun, whatever, when one of them asked the other one, what if Pee Wee Herman ended up in hell? And that's how we got Jimmy Two Shoes.
That's really how it happened?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Yeah, this is all real shit that I've gotten off of, if not IMDb, then I've been searching around. I searched around because, like I said, I remember loving this cartoon. I watched it again, and like the first 5 minutes played, I'm like, oh, nostalgia. And after that, I thought, oh, okay, so it eventually gets funny, right? Never did. One or two jokes are kind of funny. Everyone involving Heloise. Beezy sucks. I don't like Beezy. Like, it's like, as far as like the whole non-human best friend, we peaked at like Brian for Peter, or Bender for Fry, or Jake for Finn. This is just obnoxious. I can't. Nope.
And you know what I love, Deadman?
What was that?
I love that subscribe button down there.
Oh, yeah.
You, the viewer.
Yeah, it's just over there begging to be hit.
I also love how dense fucking Beezy is. I love and hate it at the same time, because
yeah, that's the shit that got tired for me real quick. The gem of this show to me is the relationship between Jimmy and Heloise. Because I like that Jimmy's stupid, but he's not that stupid. Like, he does relatively understand why Heloise loves spending time around him. It's just he can't quite piece together it's because she's in love with you, not that she just happens to like you. But, like, I decided to look into that a little bit. I'm like, can I find me any Jimmy and Heloise fanfiction? Or, like, not fanfiction, but that's how I ended up. Like, I found some fan art. Let me see. Do people that like this, is it like a Bart and that one goth girl? Is it like a fucking El Tigre and Black Cuervo? What we got? And so I did end up finding fanfiction, and every single one of y'all need to be put in goddamn prison. The sick shit I read. I'm not gonna put any on the screen, don't worry about it, just trust me. If you go to fanfiction.net or Wattpad and you Google Jimmy X Heloise, the disgusting, nightmarish shit you'll read about that goddamn couple is going to keep me up at night. No, don't do this. Don't do this to me. I can't go back. I will shoot you. I will actually attack you. I can't go back in there. What's wrong with you people? All right.
There's
any more
advice.
Any more fucking any more notes you got before we wrap this up?
Oh god. Other than that, no, that's it for me.
All right, folks. Thank y'all for watching or listening. I don't know. Leo, you actually get to pick what we do next, so you tell the people.
Oh goody.
Now, 5 seconds.
List.
4.
Green Lantern.
Oh god, fuck. Okay, we'll be back with the Green Lantern series next time. King of the Dead and Leo the Madman signing off.